And let's go. I think we got it all set up. Go ahead and go, babe. You're good. I got this.
Do you want to read the breakdown or?
No. Let's just go ahead and go.
Okay, 17. So Joseph put them all in prison for 3 days. Well, that's one way to start off the week.
Yeah. Let's start off our Bible reading with Joseph went in jail for 3 days.
I am a God-fearing man. If you do as I say, you will live. If you really are honest men, choose one of your brothers to remain in prison.
I will be right back. I left my drink down there.
The rest of you may go home with grain for your starving families. But you must bring your youngest brother back to me. This will prove that you are telling the truth, and you will not die. To this they agreed. Speaking among themselves, they said, "Clearly, we are being punished because of what we did to Joseph long ago. We saw his anguish when he pleaded for his life, but we didn't listen. That's why we are in this trouble. Didn't I tell you not to sin against the boy?" Reuben asked. "But you wouldn't listen, and now we have to answer for his blood." Of course, they didn't know that Joseph understood them, for he had been speaking to them through an interpreter. Now he turned away from them and began to weep. When he regained his composure, he spoke to them again. When he chose Simeon from among them and had him tied up right before their eyes.
Good morning, JC. Here. Put that in over there, please. All right, sorry guys. I left my breakfast downstairs. And all that. Atlan, yes, I did see it. I just didn't get to tell my pastor yet. It was a little bit of a crazy Sunday, so we didn't have the time to really talk about it, but I'm going to try to send it to him this week. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Joseph then ordered his servants to fill the men's sacks with grain, but he also gave secret instructions to return each brother's payment at the top of his sack. He also gave them a supply for their journey home. So the brothers loaded their donkeys with the grain and headed home. But when they stopped for the night, one of them opened his sack to get grain for his donkey. He found his money at the top of the sack. "Look," he exclaimed to his brothers, "my money has been returned. It is here in my sack."
Sorry.
Then their hearts sank. Trembling, they said to each other, "What has God done to us?"
Mm-hmm.
When the brothers came to their father, Jacob, in the land of Canaan, they told him everything that happened to them. "The man who is governor of the land spoke very harshly to us." But they told him, "He has accused us of being spies, scouting the land." But we said, "We are honest men, not spies. We are 12 brothers, sons of one father. One brother is no longer with us."
Can I just say, when anybody says, "I'm an honest person," it makes me not believe that they're an honest person.
True.
Just saying.
"One brother is no longer with us, and the youngest is at home with our father in the land of Canaan." Then the man who was governor of the land told us, "This is how I will find out if you're honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me and take grain for your starving families and go home. But you must bring the youngest brother back to me. Then I will know you are honest men, not spies."
Nah.
"Sure, we'll do that. Then I will give him back your brother, and you may trade freely in the land." As they emptied out their sacks, there in each man's sack was a bag of money he had paid for his grain. The brothers and their father were terrified when they saw the bags of money.
Where's our? Let me look and see if we've got. Where are you at?
26.
26?
Yep.
43, 26? No, 42, 26.
42.
So, 42, 21, we were being punished. The brothers sensed their guilt over how they had treated Joseph 20 years earlier and realized that God was confronting them with their crime. Often when we think that we have gotten away with sin, God will work in our consciences to expose our guilt. We can either harden our hearts and resist God or humble ourselves, confess our sin, and decide to do right. So I'm going to talk on that for just a second. So let me just say this. I can 100% agree on that one because just recently, a couple months ago, I was at work walking and I was praying and I was talking to God and this, that, and the other. And he literally brought up something that I hadn't even thought of before. Yes, thank you, Noelle. Welcome in, sweetie. Sorry, I was trying to comment back, but then I started talking. Sorry. He brought up something while I was praying that I hadn't thought about in 10 plus years. When my husband and I separated, I was a total jerk to him. Terrible. I did some really terrible, stupid stuff. I really treated him really badly. And I completely had forgotten about it. Because I try not to think about that time in our life. It was really rough. It's not really something I, enjoy thinking about. So I had kind of forgotten about it. And then, what's wrong? Oh, sorry. And then literally as I was praying, he was like, hello, you remember this? I'm sorry, babe. I'm working on it. Sorry, guys. Too much room, or not enough room for us to slide around and get in between each other when we're sitting here like this. But anyway, so yeah, he brought that back up in my mind, and I'm like, gosh, why did I do that? And I just started going through all that in my head, and I actually ended up crying as I was thinking about it, as I was praying, and this, that, and the other. And I ended up calling my husband or texting my husband and apologizing for everything that I had done, to him. And I mean, because I had completely forgot about it. It was years and years and years ago, and I was just wow, I did not realize. I forgot that I had done that to him, I guess, if that makes sense. So, he will bring it back up. You will think that you got away with something, you may think so, but he's going to be like, no, we need to remember this, you need to remember that you did this, and he'll bring it back up. He'll let you know. I promise he will. Okay. So I don't even know where he left off. I'm playing with the filters, guys, because it was really dark. It's kind of better. I don't know why the screen, there we go. That looks better. I don't know why the screen looks so dark, but it did. All right. So 42:21 said that. He said he left off at 42:26. I think is what he said. Is that right? I think so. Yeah, I know. I don't know why it was so dark, JC. I don't know what the deal was, but I don't know if a filter had gotten put on it or something that made it dark or what, but I was playing with it to make it better. All right, so I'm just going to start at 42:25 because I can't remember exactly what he said, but Joseph then ordered his servants to fill the men's sacks with grain, but he also gave secret instructions to return each brother's payment at the top of his sack. Okay, I know we read that. So the brothers loaded their donkeys with the grain and headed for home, but when they stopped for the night, one of them opened his sack to get grain for the donkey, and he found the money. Right, we read that. So when the brothers came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan, they told him everything that had happened to them. The man who is governor of the land spoke very harshly to us, he said. They told him he accused us of being spies, scouting the land, but we said we're honest men. We read that part. So then, scooting forward, then the man who is governor of the land told us, this is how I will find out if you're honest men. Leave one of your brothers here with me and take grain for your starving families and go on home. But you must bring your youngest brother back to me. Then I will know you are honest men and not spies. Then I will give you back your brother, and you may trade freely in the land. So, JC, is that what you were saying, when you were confused why Joseph did that? I can almost guarantee, if that's what you were talking about, the reason why he did that is he wanted to see his family. He wanted to see the rest of his family. He wanted to bring them back, because he wanted his little brother to come back. I would guess. That would be my guess, but I don't know. Then I will give you back. So as they emptied out their sacks, there in each man's sack was the bag of money he had paid for the grain. The brothers and their father were terrified when they saw the bags of money. Jacob exclaimed, "You are robbing me of my children. Joseph is gone, Simeon is gone, and now you want to take Benjamin too? Everything is going against me." Yeah. Then Reuben, so that's it. Like he wanted, I know, that's what I'm thinking. Like he wanted to see the rest of his family. He wanted to make sure everybody was okay, I think. I think he wanted to, like, maybe even sinfully wanted to flaunt, a little bit before everybody, before, he told him who they really, maybe before he told him who he was. I don't remember the whole part of the story, but I could almost see that. Like, I could see like a sinful nature of somebody being like, oh, let me show off, to my family type thing, maybe. I could see that maybe. So then, I don't know why this isn't working. Oh, I got it. Okay, that's why. So then, Reuben said to his father, "You may kill my 2 sons if I don't bring Benjamin back to you. I'll be responsible for him, and I promise to bring him back." But Jacob replied, "My son will not go down with you. His brother Joseph is dead, and he is all I have left. If anything should happen to him and on our journey, you would send this grieving white-haired man to his grave." Oh, he says, this grieving white-haired man. How cute is that? You could just say, "Babe, move." In a nice way. I fixed it's not so dark now. I think a filter got put on or something when I was playing with the settings the other day.
Yeah.
And that's why I think it was cute that he says, "My grieving white-haired man." So, verse 42:37, it says, "Show that Joseph's brothers had changed for the better. Reuben, for example, was willing to give up his own 2 sons rather than cause his father any more grief." That's good. That's a good point. Okay, so that was 42. Are we supposed to be on 43 now?
No. We
go to Matthew 12. Okay. And we have 8 minutes, so we can start on Matthew 12. All right, so now we're flipping to Matthew 12, guys.
All right, I'm just going to start.
Okay.
Discussion about the Sabbath. And make sure I was on the right version.
Right.
And I didn't last time when I was reading, but I was. Yeah. About that time, Jesus was walking through the green fields on the Sabbath. His disciples were hungry, so they began breaking off some heads of grain and eating them.
Just a second. Hey, Kool-Aid, thank you for your question, sweetie. I'm not a debate live. I'm not going to debate with you over stuff, okay? I'm here to read the Bible. If you want to listen, awesome. If you don't, that's okay too. But I don't want to debate stuff this morning, okay? But thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Discussion about the Sabbath.
Yep. Okay. But some Pharisees saw them do it and protested. "Look at your disciples breaking the law by harvesting grain on the Sabbath." Jesus said to them, "Haven't you read in the scriptures what David did when he and his companions were hungry? He went into the house of God, and he and his companions broke the law by eating the sacred loaves of bread that only the priests are allowed to eat. And haven't you read in the law of Moses that the priests on duty in the temple may work on the Sabbath? I tell you, there is one here who is ever greater than the temple. But you would not have condemned my innocent disciples if you knew the meaning of the scripture. I want you to show mercy, not offer sacrifices, for the Son of Man is Lord even over the Sabbath."
Okay, where are we at?
9.
All right, so the Sabbath. So 12:1 is the Sabbath. I know Kool-Aid, but I know how it works. Like we start talking about it, and then it ends up into a debate, and I'm just focusing on reading what we're supposed to be reading. We're reading through a Bible plan, so I try to keep my focus on what God has me wanting me to do. So if that makes sense, I know, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful by any means. Okay, I do have some people that come in here that are pretty rude, and I know that's not what you're doing. I'm just letting you know. I'm just trying to be upfront and honest. So.
We also have a set time frame.
BK, yeah, and we also have to end in like 5 minutes. So, BK, remember my friend Sarah in prayer today, please. Okay, I will. I wasn't talking to you, BK. Now you're being rude. No, I'm just playing. All right, 12:1 was talking about the Sabbath, right? So the weekly Sabbath, meaning rest or seeking, was the seventh day of the week, set apart by the law of Moses as a day for ceasing from normal work and for resting and worshiping the Lord. There are strong reasons to believe that the Sabbath principles are still valid for Christians and that we should still set aside one day in 7 as a day of rest and worship. I think he's telling us something. The concept of a God-given day of rest was established before the Jewish law. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy. This indicates that from the time of creation, God set the example that one day in 7 should be a source of benefit and relief for everyone, not just for the Jewish race. Jesus never canceled or eliminated the principle of a day of rest. He only condemned the extreme misuse of the law by Jewish leaders. He said that the day of rest was given for our spiritual and physical well-being. Nowhere does the Bible teach this principle is no longer valid. Woo, that's good. The spiritual purpose of a day of rest still benefits Christians. In the Old Testament, it was used as a day to rest from work and to dedicate oneself to God, a special time to get to know God, to worship Him, and to focus privately and publicly on God. Today, it provides an opportunity for us to reaffirm that our trust and delight are centered on the Lord. Our trust is centered on the Lord. What did I say? What did we say Friday? And not our own efforts, desires, material goods, or selfish pleasures. We're getting hand smacked here right now, guys. That's why I keep looking at him. So we can use this day to refresh our commitment to Christ, to build our unity with other believers, and to acknowledge that our entire lives, not just 1/7, belong to God. The Sabbath was a sign of the Israelites' devotion to God's covenant. His life agreement with them based on his laws and promises and on their faithfulness and obedience to him. It was an indication that they were God's people. Even so, the Christian day of worship, usually Sunday, can be a good indication to the world that we belong to Christ and He is our Lord. Christians in the New Testament set aside the first day of the week for worship, to worship God and to commemorate the resurrection of Christ. The Sabbath was set apart by God as a holy day reserved for Him. Those who set aside one day in 7 are reminded that they themselves are set apart by God as holy. Even though the world around them is perverse and rebellious against God. Finally, the Sabbath can be seen as God's commitment to His people, that He will carry out His purposes for them and is constantly available to meet their needs. He is always open to their prayers and devoted to their best interests. Right? So, really, really long story short, Alan and I decided we were going to start celebrating the Sabbath and we weren't going to work on Saturdays anymore. And then right after that, God blessed us with an additional income out of nowhere that we weren't expecting that, basically took care of the amount that we would normally make on Saturdays. So we were like, thank you, Lord, thank you, Lord. It was crazy. It was amazing. We were so blessed. It was great. And then a couple weeks ago, that extra income had to stop, which is stressful because it was like $400 a month. So we felt that this week really hardly. Like we paid for the bills, got our groceries and all this stuff, and I had like $10 left over. And we're like, we don't get paid for 2 more weeks. What do we do? And we were talking about it out in the van, and Alan's like, maybe we're just going to have to say sorry, God, and go back to working on Saturday. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know what else we're going to do. And then the more we sat there and talked about it, the more, stressed out that we were getting and stuff, the more I thought about it. And I looked at him, I said, we can't. We promised God that we wouldn't. We said we would take the Sabbath. I'm going to do better about not being on TikTok at all on Saturday instead of just, getting on it occasionally. And we promised him, we said we would take a Sabbath day. We need to just have faith in him that it's going to happen. And so that's where we are at the moment. Still with $10 in our bank account. And we'll see what happens. Like, God's going to take care of it. So, we'll make it. But it's just, that's just kind of funny that's what we talked about today. It was literally like what we just said in the van.
Right.
And what we talked about was, maybe not that we're being punished necessarily, but maybe God is trying to teach us a lesson, because when we did have that additional income blessing, we weren't doing with it what we probably should have. Like we used it to go get some things done, you know, things that we don't normally get to do, which I don't think is wrong, but I also think maybe he had planned on us doing something different with it, and maybe we weren't doing what he wanted, you know, and then I was still kind of working on Saturdays because I was still doing some stuff on TikTok, but um, I don't know. I don't know what the reason is why it stopped. I mean, I know why, realistically, like why the money stopped, because the person wasn't able to do it anymore, which is fine. Um, but maybe God was trying to teach us something. And so then that kind of goes along with what it's saying with, you know, the desires and the pleasures of the world and stuff. Maybe that was our problem. Maybe because we were spending the money and blowing it frivolously, essentially, instead of, you know, continuing to pay off debts or whatever. Maybe that was why. I don't know. I know that our biggest struggle for me, the biggest struggle for me is not having, hey, what's up, Pastor Lewis? Man, I gotta catch you today. Do you know what time you're going live today, by any chance? I've not been in your live in like forever. Way longer than a week, and I normally try to do at least once a week. All right, I'll be on at 9, okay? If everything goes good and I'm not training anybody or anything like that, I will be on at 9. I will be in there with you, okay? As long as I'm not training anybody at work. If I have to train somebody, then I can't. But you might go live. Awesome, JC. Girl, you know you can always join me. I'm just saying. And I know you don't go live all the time, and that's okay. Okay, all right. I'll hop in between then for sure, for sure. Because yeah, I need to come say hi to you. I haven't seen you in a while. But I don't remember what I was saying now. But yeah, like it's just kind of a lesson I think that God was trying to teach us maybe. So good, girl, good. So you are always welcome, just so you know. And something else that I've told a lot of people, JC, and you being a friend of mine, I want you to know this. Like, if you were to decide that, I don't know, like 3 months in, that you didn't want to be a part of an agency anymore for whatever reason, I'm not going to do what a lot of agencies do and make you guys wait out that 90-day period. I will probably say, okay, give me 30 days and then let you guys go before that 30 days is up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that to you because I feel like that's really selfish, honestly. Yeah, you can quit anytime, Pastor Lewis, of course. You know that. I told you that. I told you you could leave it anytime you wanted. That was part of my thing that I told you. But I know a lot of agencies do that where they just make them, you know, wait that whole time, and they don't have to. If they release them, they don't have to wait that whole 90 days. No, you're not in a contract. You're not in anything. You're in an agreement, but you can end at any time. Pastor Lewis, you're ornery. You're lucky you don't live closer to me. We would probably fight more. I'm just saying. No, I would be sad if you decided you wanted to go. Honestly, I would. But my point is, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to get stuck, you know, like, because you have to wait that 90-day thing or whatever. And I've told a lot of my friends, like, if you guys decided you wanted to do something different, like, I have a friend of mine who would be amazing to have in the agency. I could use her help so much. Like, she's so stinking smart and she knows TikTok really, really well. She's never been in an agency. She thought about creating her own agency, but just doesn't have the time to do it. And I'm like, girl, come join me. And if you decided at some point you wanted to start your own and you wanted to branch off, I would drop you. Like, I would let you go. I would not make you wait the whole 90 days. None of that. Like, just here, go ahead and go do what you got to do. I would be behind you and support you the whole way. For now, though, if you join me, then I can support you and I can help protect you, and you can maybe help me because I'm thinking about applying to be a TikTok shop agency, and she knows a lot about TikTok shop. So it'd be really, really cool. 30 days makes more sense than 90. I always thought that was crazy. Yeah, so JC, like, what I was thinking is, let's say Pastor Lewis wanted to be ornery today and say, Jen, I want to leave. Okay, at the end of the month, I will drop you. You know, like, whatever time of the day, whatever part of the month it is, like at the end of July, I will let you go. That way you don't have to wait that whole 90-day time frame. Because if I don't, and you just quit, then it will make you wait 30 days that you're still a part of my agency, and then an additional 60 that TikTok makes you wait. Whereas if I let you go, you're immediately available to go to another agency. So that's what I'm thinking. So But yeah, I need JC's help to write a book. Yep, I get that. I get that. She's good at that. She's really good at that. I need JC's help to help me set up a website. JC, that's what you and I need to talk about. Setting up a website for shirts. I think I really want to try to do that with you. Like, see how you did it. Like, if you can, I know you had it set up, so I don't know. I got to figure that part out. You should see the designs I have for shirts for the agency, guys. It looks so good. I have like 10 different designs, and they're all amazing, and I want to buy them all. I want every single one of them because they look so good. I love the designs that I came up with. So, but all right, guys, it is 7:05. I had a really, really late start to the morning, so I have not packed my lunch. I haven't done anything. My tech team is amazing. Have you gone and checked out our website? No, I didn't know you had a website up already. Can you text it to me, Pastor Lewis, please? I would appreciate that. My wife's threatened to drop me for 39 years. What? Free to laugh? I'm so sorry, man. That's not cool, especially because you seem like such a fun person. Well, I will pray that whatever is going on gets better with you guys. I need to pray for Sarah too, so. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you said she was threatening you, like now. Now I see it was a joke. Okay, got it. No, you're fine, free to laugh. I read it wrong. I read it like you were saying that she was threatening you now. And I'm like, no, that's terrible. But now I see you said my wife's threatened to drop me for 39 years. Okay, that was funny. You got it. You're good. Shush. I have not had coffee yet, okay? I have not had coffee yet. All I've had is a half of a protein shake. I woke up at 5:45, guys, and I was supposed to be live at 6. It's terrible. Hey, he's worse than I am. He's like half awake over here, so I don't even, whatever. You should see me trying to get him up in the morning. I'm like, babe, we gotta go live. Get up. Babe, we gotta go live. Get up. Babe.
That's what happens when you get into your 40s. You'll be there too.
Shush. We don't need to have that conversation. I still got months, so shush. Sir?
Months.
I know, me too, Lewis, me too. I'll be 40 in a couple months. No, JC, we're getting old. Oh my God, you got so much further, Lewis. Shush, don't even. I turned 40 in February, so.
To be 32 again.
I know, to be 32 again, right? We could do so much different if we went back to 32. Like, there's so much we could change then. Like, I just look back at, like, we've been together, guys. We'll be married 20 years. No, free to laugh. That's awesome. But I think 70 is a really good milestone. I really do. I feel like if you make it to 70 and you still have, like, a life, like, you have hit a milestone. That's a really important milestone.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be hitting 20 years. We'll be married 20 years in December. And I think back to, like, when we first started, like, how different we were as people and our relationship with God and, like, just everything. And I'm like, man,
I
wish we knew then what we know now. Like, I wish our life was as put together, for lack of better words, then as it is now,
Because what we do now would probably be a full-time thing versus, like, oh, we have to go to work, sorry guys.
Yeah, probably. I love that, JC. I love that. That's awesome. Yes, Lewis, you're a baby. You are probably one of the younger ones in my agency, just so you know. I think there's only one person. No, there's a couple I think that may be younger than you. Mackenzie's a baby. She's the one that I call a baby. Mercedes is pretty young. I think that's it. I think everybody else is older. That's funny, free to laugh. That was good. That was good, man. I'll give that one to you. All right, so yes. I would love to, Pastor Lewis. When is it? And you're in Indiana, right? So, might be possible. October, okay. I will say I will try. I cannot guarantee it. Depends on finances and what happens with finances between now and then, but I would love to come. I think that would be great. Yeah, we have family in Indiana too. So his whole family's in Indiana. it would give us an opportunity to go see your mom and dad again if we had the money for it.
If
we had the money. Maybe we should start a GoFundMe. I keep saying that I'm going to start a GoFundMe for Jen having a vacation because Jen hasn't had a vacation in 17 years. And
Evansville.
Jen needs a vacation. So I want to start a GoFundMe for it. Because I haven't had a vacation in 17 years. And I can't afford it.
Well,
No. Evansville, I don't know how far that is from where Alan's family is, but...
a long way.
Is it? Oh, not even close. So Alan's family is in Logansport.
There's Evansville.
Yeah.
We're closer to Pastor Lewis than we are to my folks.
Oh, so we're closer to Pastor Lewis than your dad, mom and dad. Okay.
Yeah.
So how far away is Evansville from us? See really quick. No, like directions. Choose start location. Home. So Pastor Lewis, you're only 4.5 hours away. 4 hours and 47 minutes. That's not terrible. We can make that in one day. We could drive that in one day.
Straight shot, 70-64.
Nice. Nice. I was in cartoon. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right, Pastor Lewis. I forgot about that. That was a long time ago that we had that conversation.
Yeah.
I forgot. You're right. You're right. I
Once
forgot
you're in
about
Logansport, it stays with you forever.
that. I forgot about that. Yeah. I forgot he was in Logansport. That's right. Remember. I forgot he told me that. That was a long time ago. Yes, I have to go to work. Yes. 7-Eleven. I got to be out of here in like 10 minutes.
Luckily,
So.
while the dog was going to the bathroom, I was able to make your coffee.
No, he knows. He knows that you were being literal. So, all right. I love you guys. I will be back tonight at 7 p.m. for our next round of our Bible study in the book of James. It has been really, really good. I've learned so much doing this Bible study. So we're going to continue that tonight at 7 p.m. Tomorrow, same thing, 6 a.m. and then 7 p.m. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to restart Tussle Tuesdays and do random battles like I used to do. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I used to do like a random battle on Tuesdays. I'd find somebody to battle just for the fun of it. And then we would like network and I would pray over them after. Somebody scared me with that. They got really rude with me. So I kind of stopped doing it. And now I feel like I kind of need to again. Like I feel like God's telling me like, you did this for a reason. Like you were praying for people, so get back to that. So I'm going to. I would love to, Pastor Lewis, but you usually have people in boxes. So nobody's going to be able to battle you. Hey, Katora. Yeah, well, it did, JC. I did let fear stop me. I did let fear of being talked to the way that she did stop me. So, well, Pastor Lewis, on Tuesday, if you're live at, let's say 7:30 p.m., okay? If you're live at 7:30 p.m., drop everybody out of your boxes, and I'll come co-host with you, and we'll do a battle. How's that sound? I'll text you too. Hey, Katora, how are you, sweetheart? I hope you're doing good. I'm gonna text you, Katora, okay? Because I want to catch up with you, but I have to get out of here because I gotta go live. Or I gotta go to work, not go live. I am live. Oh my Lord, I need work.
She's got to go live to go to work.
Yeah, you can, of course. Of course, please kick my butt. I would love it if you kicked my butt. Katora, you gotta come in and help me on Tuesday, okay?
I can do it for you.
No. Katora's got me. She'll help me. I'm just teasing. Anyways, yes. Plan for it, Pastor Lewis. We'll talk about it. I'll text you, okay? We'll text. Do you still have the same number? You text me. You have my number. I don't have yours because your number changed. So text me and we'll talk about it, okay? All right. Yeah. No, he's not. No, he's not. Or he'll sleep on the couch for the next week. So, all right. I love you guys. She's like, I got you. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. That would be cool, battle him. I decided, Heather and I talked about it, and